So here's a brief video based on our tic-tac-toe code. So the first prompt involves asking the player to enter their mark, so whether they are X or O. So if player 1 happens to enter X, then player 2 is automatically O and vice versa. The next prompts involve both players entering their moves. So it asks them to enter a number between 1 to 9 due to the fact that it is a 3x3 grid. So there are going to be 9 spaces present. In fact, when a user enters a number, these numbers actually get stored in the registers and they actually correspond with an X or an O. So for example, if player 1 is X and they enter 3, then X gets stored on the third spot of the grid. And if player 2 is O and they select 7, then O gets stored on the 7th spot of the grid. So here is the code that actually formulates an actual tic-tac-toe board within the output. So as you can see, there are the horizontal lines, the vertical lines, the X's and the O's, and the dash lines. So essentially this code right here will formulate an actual tic-tac-toe board within the output. Also, every time a user enters a number, so whenever it's their turn, the table actually redraws itself every single time, every time the player enters a number. Next, here are the congratulatory statements. So if player 1 wins, it'll say player 1 wins, good job, and same thing for player 2. So these kind of congratulate the players. And here's the draw statement. So if both players tie, then it'll say this. And here's the continuation prompt. So it'll ask, would you like to continue at the end of the game? And you could press 1 to continue. Otherwise, you could enter 0 if you don't want to. Then the code will terminate completely.